Alright, as soon as he gets back. Oh, shit. Gray boy, come here. What are you slinking in here for?
Meow.
Alright, Oh. Ah, damn. December, you should make Caleb make some coffee.
I don't wanna.
Okay.
Haha.
Yeah, let's make the coffee.
Oh. Ugh.
There you go, babe. I told him, but you were closer. You could have yelled at him.
Uh-huh.
That's what I did.
Mike.
You're better at yelling.
Mike, you ready?
He's dead.
Michael.
You're muted if you are trying to say something. God damn it. Alright, what's everybody doing?
You
just
dragging
got-
him back after we had just shifted that, or like easing down that so it doesn't whiplash into my fucking arm and break fingers or something.
Yeah. So, while...
Well,
It's
if he's
like-
out of the chain, I'm over there investigating the language that is like the writing that's scrawled on all this stuff.
It's like what the words say. You're like, fuck Sigil, he's fine.
It's his own fault. You just don't go around hitting things with hammers.
It's like Darwinism takes its course.
Only the strong survive.
There is the language that is written on the anvil and on the stone surrounding the forge or the well is draconic. So,
Dana speaks that fluently.
yep.
I believe Xana speaks that, and I believe, I don't know. I don't speak it.
Dana can read that. She's going
Alright.
to... While all of that shenanigans was going on, she has been investigating around the anvil here. She's not really useful for anything right now, especially when it comes to strength checks.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
$15 on investigation for Xana. Reading these
So,
sigils or
yeah. The script that surrounds the anvil, it reads, "May your hammer swings be as weighted as a dragon's body. Shit. Hang on just a second. I had this written down somewhere. I thought I had it memorized.
Damn it.
Says, may your hammer carry the weight of a dragon, and your weapons made be as strong as their teeth. And then on the forge, it says, may your forge burn hotter than Bahamut's breath.
Let's fucking go.
The John, since you had approached closer to the anvil at this point, it glows.
Uh-huh.
It's magic, and the well or the forge is also magic.
Okay, so say those again. May your hammer
May your hammer be as heavy as a dragon,
be as heavy as a dragon,
and your weapons be as strong as their teeth. And then on the forge, it says, may your forge burn hotter than Bahamut's breath.
Okay. Okay. So she's going to translate that as she reads it out loud. Zav is hanging out with Sigil because he's convinced his legs he's just like cut off. So
Okay. Those of you who get closer to the forge, roll an investigation.
Alright. Rolling an investigation.
I got the 24.
Rolled a 17. Plus 1, so that's an 18. Woo!
As you look down into this forge, it is lined. The outside is built up of stone, and the inside is lined with. You're not really sure what it is. It's burnt and black, but it's something that could obviously withstand a lot of heat. But drilled into the rim or the edge of this thing are holes, and down in the sort of the bottom of this thing, it's probably 2.5-3 feet deep. Down in the bottom, there looks like a drain. It funnels down into a hole, and you can see that those channels that were coming up out of the walls that all converged on that. Those all drain off into that forge and then drain out the bottom of it. What is I'm gonna give Xana a few minutes to think about this, because I want it to be kind of organic riddle. Um, yeah, it's kind of a riddle, but John, I know you probably will get it, because I know you're pretty well read up on dragons, but we'll see what you think. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Before I make you roll an insight check or anything, if you're not catching anything. But
okay.
All right, I'll give you just a second. I'm gonna take a leak and grab something to drink real quick.
Okay.
Grab some coffee.
Coffee. Yeah.
Sounds
Yeah.
like insomnia in a can.
Yeah, I'm getting tired.
If I drink coffee this late, I'm gonna be up until like 6.
No, I'm pretty sure Eddie will drink a cup or two of coffee and he'll still go to bed early as hell. As soon as we're done with D&D, he'll
Heck.
put on something and go to sleep.
I keep laughing my ass off. I've got a friend that I'm playing with from Maine on Warframe occasionally, and he'll fall asleep on mic. And I was like, well, he died. And then he'll wake up the next morning thinking it's 3:30, and we were still playing. He's like, what happened? You're not on. And it's like, it's morning, you dumbass. But yeah, I'm ready on dragons. The only one that I'm not intimately familiar with is deities, like Tiamat and Bahamut. I know of them, but only anecdotal things that everyone would know because of it.
Yeah, Xana's made a study of dragons, where
Like,
magic comes from.
oh, okay. Well, there's like that's DM shit because like origins of magic are like you're gonna have something of what Faerun will describe and then what Eddie's universe will quantify, and I imagine it's gonna differ per universe. And
Oh
if it's
yeah.
previously based off of interactions and context of the story that I haven't had a part of knowing, then that's gonna give you a lot of meta knowledge I don't know about.
Yeah. No, it's just
Yeah. Sigil's leg is shot. Right?
You want a peg leg so bad, I'll stick something in it.
Zav kind of figured that is Sigil's
So
in there.
what's the harm in rolling over and throwing it into the forge?
Throw it in, do it.
What are we throwing in?
He wants to throw his leg stump at the forge.
Sigil wants roll over and throw his mangled leg into the forge. The dragon forge. What's the worst? I mean, he dies or his leg falls off. I mean, it's mangled. It's useless anyway.
Zav going to make it better.
I think Sigil wants a bionic prosthetic from Guns. I was giving you shit. You're okay.
Oh, you're good. I mean, that's
It's
what I'm thinking.
it's his leg. I mean, if you want to take your if we want to take your dumpy stump and throw it in the forest,
Right.
it's
right.
like it's your leg. I was like, I ain't gonna stop you. I might look at you funny, but
Either he's got,
Sigil wants to throw his leg stump in the forge and see what happens.
and see what happens. Just see what happens.
His leg is healed.
Yeah, if you take your potion, you should be healed.
Okay. But does Sigil know that? I mean,
Yeah, you wouldn't have been able to walk on it until it was.
Okay.
Yeah, because it was like cut almost all the way through. You wouldn't have been able to walk over there.
God damn it! You're ruining my fun.
Well, I'll give
It's
you
all
this. Here, I'll give you this. If you went and put your foot in the forge, it wouldn't have done anything.
Well, Central doesn't know that. Come on, man. Think of me as Austin.
Oh yeah.
Central's Austin. It's not very bright.
Oh yeah. All right. So, oh, you guys thinking about stuff?
Eh, the riddle relayed on the anvil, if you don't mind repeating it, unless someone wrote it down. If it is a riddle, it just seems like a statement.
On the anvil, it
May your
says. Go ahead.
On the anvil, yeah, may your forge burn hotter than Bahamut's breath. Is that right? Did I word that right?
That was on the forge, yeah. The anvil, though, says something else.
May your hammer be as heavy as a dragon, and your weapons as strong as their teeth.
Okay.
This is said riddle.
It's
I don't know.
it's like I can take statements as literally as possible, but
You guys were told that there was a key to finding out what the activation word was for those shackles. There was a key to finding out what that was here, where they were made.
I can. Eddie, how widely renowned or known would Tiamat be? Is it an obscure thing, or would it be common knowledge of Tiamat's general traits?
I mean, for you guys probably know who that is. You guys are sort of pretty well-traveled adventurers by now.
As the only thing I'm putting out on that is like I only know the generalist things about Tiamat. Is like the embodiment of evil, and like
Oh
a
yeah.
head for every chromatic dragon, and is generally something you don't want to mess with. It's like, if there's a riddle, it's beyond me. You made a good riddle. But that I also take as literal a meaning from his statement as possible. Without reading into it either. But I also don't want to meta the fuck out of this with things that I know that I shouldn't either. So, Grashnik's just going to be confused in a corner while smart people do the thinking for him.
Say it again one more time.
Oh God!
May
your
your
forge
hammer.
burn as hot as. Go ahead.
Yeah. So around the anvil, it says, "May your hammer be as heavy as a dragon, and your weapons be as strong as their teeth." And around the forge, it says, "May your forge burn hotter than Bahamut's breath." And Zav knows that both the forge and the anvil are radiating with magic.
Sigil would wander aimlessly into the middle of this while thinking.
Okay.
I don't know.
I relay that it is magical to everybody, so.
Grashnik discussed the thought of striking the anvil with a hefty blow from the hammer. And seeing what happens. Nothing? Okay. Grashnik be stupid in corner. Let smart people think.
Basically, right? Because I feel the same way.
Well, everyone's thinking internally and not sharing their thoughts with the party. I'm gonna go pee.
I got a big fat 0. Like, to me, it sounds like a blessing.
Yeah, I got nothing.
It's heavy as a dragon. Weapon. Be
Yeah, I came up blank.
Smith.
Totally watching my cat play fetch with a Nerf dart.
I'll give you
He
guys a
brings it
couple
back.
more minutes, and then I'll
Yeah.
somehow provide a hint if you need it.
Probably.
I'd find Sigil wants to stab it.
Don't do it, Sigil. You're forbidden from touching anything further in this room.
Maybe you should go smack the other chain.
Maybe you should not go
No.
smack the other chick.
He's done with the whole thinking thing, and he
I
just
think
wants
you
to
should.
stab or hit something.
I think you should sit in a corner and meditate. That's what I think Sigil should do. Let the adults handle the situation, Sigil. I'm gonna make me a cup of coffee.
Like, I feel like Smith would be the answer. Smith. Blacksmith.
Couldn't be that easy.
I think you're just trying to steer me off course.
It could be related in some way. But
Yeah, because
I think.
A blacksmith uses a hammer.
Mhm.
They make weapons, and they use a forge. This is just inner monologue.
Yeah. Although that may be correct, I think that you're thinking. Uh, you're thinking of a problem to a riddle that hasn't presented itself yet.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay.
You ever come to a decision, or is everybody still pondering?
Roll. Man. Roll an insight check. Anybody. All of you can if you want.
Okay.
Xana has advantage.
I have thoughts on the matter, but it's taken as literally as humanly possible, or orcishly possible. Is yes. Has anyone mentioned that we're pondering a riddle, or are we just sitting in a room staring at objects?
Yeah.
In character, Grashik is like knows they said what was on the runes, and then everyone's staring off into space with a 1,000-yard stare, pondering to themselves.
Yeah.
Grashik's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Well,
I rolled an 18 on insight though, so
I've got
that
a 16.
is what it is.
Xana did a 25.
And that's pretty good
Because like, I can give my thoughts on the matter, but it's taken as literally as possible from the statements on them, and you can take that for face value. But like, Grashnik's gonna say we should strike the anvil, light the forge, and God, this is what was the? You said there were two things written on the anvil, right?
Mm-hmm.
As hard as a dragon's scales, and
May your hammer be as heavy as the dragon, and your weapons be as strong as their teeth.
strong as their teeth. All right, yeah. So, yeah, is strike the anvil, light the forge is what I'm getting from that, but under very specific conditions. But like, Grashnik's not gonna do a fucking thing without party consent. So like, it was like Grashnik's hefting a hammer and eyeing that anvil like I'm gonna smack it, but no one's doing anything. I'm not as impulsive as Sigil.
Yeah.
It's just like I'm not like mid stride over there getting ready to jimmy that thing with a hammer and be like, all right, let's smack this bitch, see what's gonna happen. No. But I have voiced that, and no one's responded in character yet, so I'm just kind of groaning in the corner while being ignored. Did we lose someone, or is someone's mic not working? I don't mean to be
I
incessant
was
or rude.
muted. I was
that
muted
would
because I
help
was
a
making
lot.
coffee. I was muted. I was making coffee.
Okay.
So, with insights, yeah, Grashnik, you're kind of coming up with that same thing you just said. Sigil, you're kind of thinking the same thing, man. I just want to hit shit.
I told Sigil to sit his ass in a corner and meditate, not touch nothing.
Sit your ass down. Don't touch a fucking thing. If you do, I'm gonna smack your ass.
Xana is, you're coming to the conclusion that the answer that you need hasn't revealed itself yet. There are steps that probably have to take place. Conditions have to be met before an answer is provided. There's something that you guys have to do.
Sigil gets excited, rubs his hands together, and says, "It's time for a raid."
Do
Jeez.
it, Sigil.
Nope. If you break shit and we can't get these off of her wrist, I'm kicking your ass.
Oh, man, God.
I will poison you. Yep. I will find a rare plant and it will be a paralytic and I will freaking paralyze you from the neck down.
And he would love plants.
Alright, I'm just vibing. If Sigil's doing shit, I'm gonna watch it play out.
Sigil ain't doing nothing. Mayla is
Sigil
watching
starts to
Suki
move,
ass
you're just like,
like
bet.
a hawk.
Sigil's getting like halfway start across the room. You're going, bet, bitch.
Nope.
You're like, give me a reason.
Sigil's looking for snacks. So,
Sigil better dig around in his pack for a damn snack and set his ass down. He's hungry. I'll throw a ration at him, but he better not move.
So,
I actually watched a YouTube video here the other day on hardtack rations that you get in an adventuring kit. And he balanced
Yeah.
the servings, and like a half ration was your daily portions. It was actually really cool because he lived on it for like 3 straight days, and the only thing he bitched about was the hardtack, which is like lembas bread from Lord of the Rings, like those cracker wafer things. It was the only thing he didn't like out of it because it was like jerky and raisins and a bunch of shit. I don't want to get too far off topic though. It was just interesting subject matter. Like I'll deviate badly. It's something that my CFI like clubs me on the head. Is like, hey, what about this? He's like, we're not talking about that. Shut the fuck up. He's not rude about it, but I also like meander and thought a lot. So yeah.
Slav is gonna say, or Xana's gonna say out loud, this is almost like, I feel like this has something to do with Smith. May your hammer be as heavy as a dragon, your weapons be as strong as their teeth. May your forge burn hotter than Bahamut's breath. The smith uses a weapon, or a hammer, to create a weapon in a forge. So I think that perhaps we need a really big hammer.
I got
Maybe?
one.
How the hell do
It's
we get the
literally a
forge lit?
giant's hammer. I've got that.
It's got to be a lever or something we can play around with to get the forge going.
I had mentioned that, and Eddie never said anything. I
we
said I
deposited
looked
it
about
in
the room for levers or anything that activated, and I never got an answer.
Yeah, there wasn't any levers.
Okay, that confirms it. I'm just saying.
So this
Did say
is
they
as
were
far
like,
as the room goes. There's no other than the
There's
funnels
the
you're
anvil
talking
and the
about?
forge and the little things at the end of the room that drain off and then channel into the forge. And
but he
anvil,
said there were
correct?
2 pillars in the room when we came in.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
what the ones that the sprockets were on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, Sigil
And
took care of that, so
yeah.
they're just
There was they're by the door too. They would have wheeled the cart up to the door, strapped,
Both of them?
slid the well, one at a fucking time, slid the rod through the chain links through the center of the cart, and then the chains would have been actuated somewhere. You're not really sure where. Could have been collapsed in already. You don't know. And the counterweights would have pulled the carts up the stairs.
I'll be back. I'm gonna get a Coke to drink, and then I'm gonna send a picture from Dwarven tunnels out of Dragon Age, but like ad hoc without ever looking at the picture. The mental image that I got the first time you talked about it, with the channels, with the chains running through the little crevasses on the walls along the edge of the walkway going down, is in Dwarven tunnels and Dragon Age there are concentric channels with vents that pock the walls every 6 yards in the tunnels. And underneath those channels, or underneath those spouts or channels that run along the length of the wall, that liquid magma run through continuously to light the tunnel. And that was the first thought that I had, is I was like, this is like one big channeled forge. And what I had thought when you first said there was metal in those channels was it was solidified metal that had dried in the process of channeling through that gutter to the forge.
Yeah.
But that's the image that I'm getting now when you're talking about those channels coming in near the forge, is what I'm getting from that. I don't know if anybody else sees that, but...
Yeah. Well, there are the other channels that are, that come out of the walls down into the forge. There's those too. I'd mentioned those a few times.
Maybe they'll start at a higher level in the block.
So, the forge's magic, does it radiate heat?
No.
So if Zav walks up to the forge, it's cold?
Yep. Ice cold. Well, not literal ice, but yeah, it's fucking cold.
Yeah, it's cold. It hasn't been on in a minute, so.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. Alright, I think I've given everybody enough time. Two of you guys have already suggested hitting the anvil.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Zav is thinking about lighting or casting create bonfire in the middle of the forge.
Maybe
Quack.
you could just hit the anvil.
This is just
Light-
tell Grashnik to smack something and he'll hit it.
Yeah, hit the forge. Or the
Alright.
anvil.
The anvil.
up.
I mean, there's
Should we
channels in here.
should we light the forge first and then
That's what I was
strike
gonna
the
say.
anvil?
Like,
Just hit the anvil first.
Alright, Grashnik's gonna take that giant fucking hammer and smack the shit out of the anvil with it as squarely as possible.
When you pick up your hammer and raise it up over your head to slam it down onto this anvil, as soon as you get over the peak and you're on your downswing, it feels like your hammer just increased in weight by tenfold, and it just rockets down into this anvil. And the ground, the anvil stays steady. It's hard. And your hammer bounces back up. But the ground beneath you guys slowly rumbles. The forge, or not the forge, but the anvil glows slightly. And you see out of one of the channels on one side, lava start to slowly fall out, rolling
Fucking
down the
Hit
channel,
again.
down into the forge.
Okay.
Hit
I'm
it
gonna
again.
smack that bitch again. This is cool. Alright.
You do it again.
Womp.
Your hammer is attracted to it. I mean, it's like
It's like it's magnetic.
yeah, the same
Or
thing.
drawn to it.
There's a rumble in the ground, and another channel opens up, and lava flows from it.
Okay. Strike it again.
The same thing. Your third channel opens up.
Alright.
keep smacking it.
And there's six channels total, and
Okay. I was thinking there was 3.
With-
Yeah,
yeah,
What?
with each hit, the anvil glows brighter and brighter.
Oh shit. All right. Let's keep striking it, motherfucker. It's kind of cool.
On your sixth hit, all of the channels are flowing with lava. And the lava is all pulled down into this forge. And with all of the lava pouring in, I mean, the mathematics to make this thing is perfect, because the exact amount of lava that is getting poured into it, the level never raises or lowers. It stays at the exact same height in the forge. It is draining just equally.
At a rate equal to.
So it's
what's coming in.
it's a marvel of engineering, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, whoever made it is very masterful at their craft, like beyond the pale.
Yeah. The floor starts to rumble even more, and all of those holes that were surrounding the lip on the inside of the forge, you start to hear a hissing noise, and some sort of gas starts spewing out, igniting, and now there is a large flame coming up out of the top of this forge.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice.
It's hot. It's definitely getting really hot in this room. It's not burning you, but it's hot. There is, along with the rumbling, that has accumulated, as this forge grows hotter and hotter, you start to see that the outside of the forge, as it's gotten hotter, the stone on the outside of it is starting to glow. And you can make out yet another piece of script. And it says, "A gaseous tomb for those deserving."
Yeah. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Xana, you know Bahamut has two types of breath weapons. One of them is ice. The other one is a gas that turns whoever is in it into a gaseous form themselves.
That is going to iterate that to the
Let's
party.
see, that is the one that I never read on.
Make it the exit.
A gaseous tomb for those deserving is what it is. It's now shining.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
For
Bahamut.
deserving.
After a few minutes of the anvil not being struck, slowly the channels start to stop flowing one by one. And the gas that comes out through the anvil begins to stop hissing.
Okay. Shut up, phone. Phone, god damn it. I elect that we light the fucking forge first.
Yeah.
It's like, we didn't light the forge first.
Well, we're here to get these shackles off of Xana, so how do we go about doing that?
Let's complete the riddle first.
Well, Bahamut's breath weapons are cold, and another one will turn creatures into a gaseous form.
Yeah, it's just like the way I parse that is we completed the first part of it, and then there's a whole other element that we're ignoring, and then we're obsessing over the second part that appeared once we smacked the anvil. We never lit the forge. Unless it lit itself and I'm mistaken.
No, yeah, the forge lit
Yeah,
itself.
it lit itself.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
lit itself,
I'm just
that's what's
obsessing over that element then. My bad.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Just instruct Grashnik, and he'll readily smack the forge all day. Just tell me to do things.
I don't know. I don't have a damn clue.
Yeah.
The gaseous tomb for those to deserve. So I need to get
Don't think so much as person or
Don't overthink it? Question mark.
yeah, don't overthink it.
Yeah, that's my fatal flaw. I'll read too deeply into something. It was like that's my worst fault. Like we'll be doing something. I was like, what's this do? Why does this do? Why does the do that it do? Hmm.
Well, this sentence has 3 O's, so that must mean that 3 is the no.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like I'll yeah.
Now just
But the other
So-
thing of it is you also pick the one thing that I didn't read on because I never went as far as to read on the deities. Like I know a middling amount about Tiamat, but jack all about Bahamut.
Yeah.
so
I was just like, I literally know dick all.
Xana's just gonna repeat that in Draconic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out loud.
Is this
Anything happen?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay, in character, I want to know what the fuck Draconic sounds like when it's spoken by a non-dragon. It's like I want to know what the intonations of that language sound like.
I couldn't tell you.
Is it grumbly? Like the only thing that I remember reading out of it is that that the intonations of Draconic when spoken have such a range of expression that it can be loud or quiet at any given moment and still retain the same meaning. Like it's really weird. It's the only thing I remember about that.
I've read some forums that refer to it as more Slavic sounding.
Yeah,
Rolling
I'm
R's,
like that's an
growl.
element that I never heard from. Is like I want to know what it sounds like.
So okay. I have an accent.
I'm like you can jive it. I don't mean to rag your ass about it. I'm like profoundly curious.
Yeah.
As that's like
This is a lot. At this point, this last bit of text, it's a lot simpler than I think you guys are thinking.
yeah.
It's one word. That's what you're looking for.
Oh, okay.
Spart.
He's throwing us a bone. He's like, all right, guys,
Oven.
no thanks so much.
What do you?
Good.
You guys want another hint?
Well, I'm not contributing because I'm waiting for someone else to say something, so I'm not the only one sitting here pondering. Like, I also try to maintain a stream of thought because no one can read my stream of consciousness unless I project it into voice on Discord, where other people can hear. Hint, hint.
Well, it's a one word.
Is
It's
like
a
Word in the
clue.
last three.
It's not
It's
a.
like
Clue
my
for the password to unlock the manacle.
yes.
Yes.
What is a gaseous tomb? Those deserve. Is more a question.
It's like I have no
Don't-
context to draw off of for Bathmoot, so
Don't
like anyone that
think-
knows. God,
Don't think of the word "those" as people. Think of it in the context of gas. Of gases deserving.
as like the most literal intonation that I draw from it is that it's a trap to be sprung and we're doing it wrong. Is my thought
No,
in character.
I don't think
It's
that's where
like
it's
a gaseous
going.
tomb for those deserving. I'm like, oh, we done fucked up. We need to reassess our situation. But
I think
yeah,
that's where that's going.
yeah. It's like I'm sure it's not because it's probably is a sequence of events that we need to like unravel. Because like I
This
see it
is
as like I don't want to get turned into fart.
This is the last bit of text. This is the last bit.
Oh, is something appearing now that it cooled? Question mark.
No, a gaseous tomb for those deserving. That's the last part of this riddle. It's the last thing that needs to be solved.
And DM hint, so we're not sitting here until 3. It's one word.
It's one word. What is something that you store gas in?
Cavity, balloon, recess, an anus.
Bank. Oh.
The most literal term that comes to mind is bladder because I don't feel like balloons would be commonplace in D&D. Like you would stick it in a the closest thing that I would think of is like you would make it out of a stomach that had been leathered and then seal it at both ends and then use it as a bladder to fill in if you were trying to collect something. It would be like a it would be like one of those water satchels.
The Smiths of yore used sheep.
Yeah, it's just like that. That would be what would
sheep
come to
stomachs.
mind
Yeah.
if you were storing gases.
A jar?
Yeah.
A vial.
Say a container.
They
of
don't
some
have the
sort?
capacity to expand. Like the first thing that comes to mind if you take it as literally as possible is a balloon, but that's not in the context of the game. And like everything that I base anything that I go
bag
off
of
of is going to be.
Bag.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one.
Aren't our bags of holding like leather, and our normal
Yeah.
bags aren't they leather?
This is where we're smooth brain. I think we need another hint, Eddie.
The word is used to describe multiple. The word. God damn it! The word is a container, but this container can be made out of different materials.
Okay.
So in modern day,
Timber?
it's one thing. In the past, it's another.
A goblet.
But it has to, like, we're looking for something that contains a gas, question mark?
Where gas can be stored, yes.
Yes.
We use the same
Okay.
word in modern day.
This turn. The same word in modern day, but different context. Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm at a loss. Someone smarter than me is gonna have to pipe up.
Well, the riddle says chamber.
Tomb.
Tomb.
No.
No. Book.
It
You say
does.
the riddle again.
It does start with a B. I'll give you another hint.
A bottle.
God damn it, guys.
When
It's
you
like,
say
This
A barrel.
when you say bottle, the shackles on Xana's arms glow.
Seriously?
Did you say it in Draconic?
Yes.
Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Bottle.
They glow.
The password for the super omniscient Bahumet shackles is bottle. Why is it
That
bottle?
means be removed from her wrist now that they glow?
Yes, she's. And when they start glowing, she immediately starts trying to get her hands out of these goddamn.
They have to be picked too. Remember?
Shit.
Because
Really get your ass over here.
they're
Alright.
they have to be. There's 2 keyholes on each shackle, and yeah, they had to have been picked, or there's keys to them and a word, password.
Thieves' tools. 29.
A 29?
Yeah.
No. You're gonna need a 30.
I would have to crit. Hang on, let me switch dice.
I believe didn't Guns have you guys made a special set of thieves tools?
Yeah,
Yes.
but Guns has them.
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't.
No, I thought I
doesn't?
thought they'd already been made and given to you while you guys
Yeah.
were still in Rancor. Because these keyholes were so small, normal thieves tools weren't going to work properly. So he had made,
Hang on.
or he had you made a special set with normal size handles, but extremely small ends.
We're okay. I'm thinking way back, and that might be not the right ones. Is the only thing I can think of regarding tools of any kind was the strange impingement that we picklocked into when we broke in and killed the king. And that's the only thing that comes to mind when it comes to tools. And if I believe correctly, we just used knives to do that. I don't
Yeah.
think we made a special set of tools to do it.
That was the Rise Act very early on. I know it's what.
Yeah,
DM's
but that,
talking
like,
about.
what we're talking about, I have no fucking clue. Or it was something that I wasn't there for, if it is. But I have no
Right
recollection
here
of it.
in the notes, it says Guns tools, but it doesn't say what they are.
Yeah. I
They're
I'm
thieves'
not
tools.
saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't have any recollection of it.
They're
I'm
lock
sorry, what did you
picking
say,
tools.
DM?
They're lock picking tools. So if you try to use those tools, you can roll
Yes.
with advantage.
Flag.
Okay, here I go. When I need it to be a crit, watch it not happen. $18 on one roll,
Crit.
What's your bonus?
9, 10.
A 10.
A lot.
So you do have to crit.
I got a 10.
Well, we can assume that with enough time, you can get them. You can get them done.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna wait here for you to roll 100 times.
Yeah, didn't you say there were 4?
Well, hold up.
No,
Hold up. Are you rolling a d20?
There was
Yeah.
one on each side, each
Yeah.
hand.
Okay.
So, you guys are at this point. Mela is working on these shackles. It probably takes her close to an hour to finally get the second one done, and you repeat bottle in Draconic, and the shackles click open.
Flag.
You're free.
I hand them to Zab, and I was like, "Here, put these somewhere safe."
Anna throws them at her brother.
Uh-huh. It's like, you motherfucker.
The entire time while you guys are doing this, occasionally you hear the rumble. Seems to have gotten a little more frequent since you started banging on the anvil.
Real quick there, DM.
Yes.
Back in the room that had the silver, the steel, and the mithril,
Uh-huh.
and the hammerheads. How many?
How many
Before we have to start. Yeah, how many
bars of each?
should I have? Yeah.
So there were 3 mithril bars.
Okay, I got
There's
that.
probably 10 silver bars, and there was, I don't know, probably 40 or 50 iron bars. And then another 50 steel bars.
How many steel you said?
50.
50. Okay. And the hammers, the at least the hammerheads. Old. Think the guns might get kicked out of. Or
Yeah.
our own smith back at home.
Yeah, whichever ones you can carry anyways.
Yeah.
Some of them are big, like extremely big.
I would have just went for like the 3 and 6 pounders, not the real.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
limited on weight. So. Okay.
You're curious as to who or what could have wielded some of these hammerheads, because they are like 50, 60 pound heads. They're big.
Yeah. No, I'd go for 3, 6. Normal sized. I'd have passed over the 50, 60 pounders and like fuck with the thing that was swinging that on a daily basis.
Yeah. So, what do you guys do from here? You're free.
Well, the was the gas like bad, or did we like question mark? I'm
No,
almost
they're-
curious to see if we can forge things.
They're yeah, as soon as the forge started to lose magma, lava, the gas quit. There's some sort of magical mechanism that releases the gas.
But I guess is what was the gas is
You don't know.
know. Ah.
Secret.
Secret.
It's a secret.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Grashnik saw.
So agree.
Yeah.
You guys make your way back up the stairs and out into the out into the hallway, and you crawl back out into the forest. You can see the tall pillars around you, and you can see through the brush the volcano. You're maybe a quarter mile away from the very base of this volcano.
Yeah, I think we need to make our way quickly. That rumbling was not going away. We just struck the hammer, the anvil of a god, so...
This is what bursts through the side of the volcano.
Gotta be shit.
Gotta be fucking kidding me.
It burrows its way through the side of the volcano, spilling forth lava.
At this point, we should just run. Just run.
It's up to you guys. This isn't going to be a very easy ordeal. It's already almost 10:30. You guys want to call it here, or do you want to?
Yeah, I'd like to call it here because I feel like this is
a lethal encounter. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
This is going to be. If you guys are careless, this can be very bad.
Is purple worms ?
Yeah, that's what I'm screaming. Like, what did we see? What caused that?
This is a magma worm.
Oh,
Freaking holy
it's the Terraria worm that fucks your day.
or a lava worm.
You just had to throw it in there.
I did.
Oh, just had to.
Yeah, we probably want to adhere to the same avoidance that we had when we were fighting the purple worms.
Hey,
and
I could have made it appear before Xana got her shackles off.
Well, that probably would have resulted in a TPK with us being trapped in a chamber filling with magma, and then a total reset of our current characters too.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been good.
Who'd we lose?
John. We lost John.
Oh, okay. But
Alright, guys,
yeah,
I'm out.
my most biggest concern for that. Oh yeah, everybody's dipping. I think everybody was half dead tonight.
Yeah, that's alright.
It seemed like everybody was comatose because I was the only one talking. Or not the only one, just everybody was fucking comatose. A blue gee. But
well, I hope everybody had fun with my my riddle.
First Forge.
My little riddle that I came up with in like 10 minutes.
That's still pretty good. No, I'm sitting there thinking profound shit like the fucking speak friend and enter.
Yeah.
The fucking Gandalf door shit, and then he has to say friend in Elvish, and then it just opens. But no, biggest bad that I see about those, and that's like horror stories I've seen from Reddit in every instance, is if they like snatch and swallow party members, it's Katie bar the door. Like, but I think they can only do it one at a time.
Yeah.
Is like they'll remove a party member from play, and then like whoever has that happen is like fucking dead. And in 3.5, dragons could do it if they were colossal, but they removed it from the monster manual, and it was probably for a good reason, because people probably thought it was bullshitty. But like there's a whole like sub rule set that they do to where like colossals, and then I don't know all the size classes. I just know colossal was the biggest. Is like they could have 2 medium creatures, and then like it went up a step larger, and then you could have a large for like 1 large. And then even more curious, and that was one that sounded like it would be bullshit, is one of them mentioned that they could unhinge their jaws and do weird shit. Which would be really really metagaming, it's like, oh yeah, it ate your characters. Like, fucking how? It's medium.
Yeah.
Shit like that. But
this thing,
What?
if it hits you with a bite, you have to roll a dex check or be swallowed.
Yeah, I figured that it's gonna be like Graboid, probably.
And it gets a breath weapon. It gets flame spit. It can
Oh, that's fun.
tunnel through lava, molten
Well,
tunnels. Yeah.
The other thing of it is I also don't blame you for fronting us with it, because we have that bullshit polymorph where half the party can turn into fucking adult dragons too.
Yeah.
So
And it is so hot that if you get within 5 feet of it or make a melee attack on it, you take fire damage as well.
okay. Well, does it also cause difficult terrain in its passing?
Well, if it tunnels through something, the area that it tunnels through is molten lava until it cools.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like an interesting encounter.
Oh yeah. This isn't from the official books, but it's pretty cool.
Well, unofficial things are also fun because like you gotta reach out and find shit.
Oh yeah. All right.
Dig
Well, I'm gonna get off of here. I hope everybody had fun.
All right,
So.
yeah. Everybody get good sleep. I hope to have a good session with Mike next time we play.
Yeah.
I hope if it's that bad when we're like mid-session again and everyone's that tired, we should probably call it early rather than having everybody just kind of sit there and spin wheels.
Yeah.
It's like it's no slack on you because you were doing really good. I think just everybody else was like not in it.
Yeah. It'll be all right though.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you next time. All right?
Yep. Good night. Night, guys.
Yay!
All right. There it is.